Another function that we will now analyze, another color function, is the color matching function, which will help us determine in the images of the fuse box, which will help us determine if the right fuse, this yellow fuse with the number 20, is placed at the right spot, so in this place right here. So how do we do that? We go to the color matching function, and first we need to create a template. So this is the reference image, and in the reference image we will create a template. So let's click here, and in the image we will now create a template image just like this. So click OK, and we need to save the template, so let's call it the template.png. So even though the template in LabVIEW, the template is saved as image, it is actually processed as the color histogram, so the color spectrum, and the color spectrum of the reference image, the template, and the image that is examined, those color spectra are compared. So let's go to template, color sensitivity low, and saturation threshold is set to 80. And here we can set up the minimum match score at which it will be above which the color matching function will return a pass result. If the minimum match score is set to 700, that is actually not that high, and if the result is below the minimum match score, the function will return the result fail. So the last thing that is left for us to do is create a region of interest in our image. So that would be this region here. And as you can see, because the templates and the region I have just selected are not exactly the same, so the score is basically 974. So that is good enough, and the function will return pass. Let's click OK. So that would be it, and let's test it out for another image from our set. So we need more images, and let's select all of these images right now. Open. Yes, and so this is the active image, and this was actually the reference image. So let's see the score. The score is 988. Let's move to the next image, make this image active, and the color matching function will return pass, and the score 978. Now let's choose another image. As you can see in this image, the fuse is actually missing, and the color matching function returns a fail with the score of only 101. So the maximum score is 1000. That would be a perfect match. Okay, for all the other images, so here we will have a score that is a bit lower, because as you can see the fuse box moved a bit. But it still returns a pass, so our minimum match score is 750, and this is well above it. And the last image here should still return a match, so it's a pass. Okay. Now let's look at another function called color pattern matching function. So this is a function that combines the good stuff from color matching function and from the pattern matching algorithms implemented in grayscale images. So first let's make our search region the whole image, and let's create a template. So for this example we can create a template of the fuse with the number 25. We want to search for this fuse. And another important thing, with the color pattern matching function, we can look for this exact fuse anywhere in the image. So that is a big advance. here we can set how many of these fuses do we want to find. So if we click 2, you can see that it will find this one right here and another one that is also in the image. So the minimum match score we can again set to 750, and the color score weight actually determines how much influence does the color matching result have on the overall results of the color pattern matching function. So let's leave the color sensitivity to low sensitivity, and the color score weight of 500 says that the color matching result has 50% influence on the overall color pattern matching result. And another important thing you will see in a bit, so it will search the whole image for the 2 fuses with the number 25. So let's run it for another image. It works great, it still works great, and still works great. But now, as the fuse box was rotated, it cannot find our fuses. In order to fix that, there is an option here. So let's click it, search for rotated patterns. And here you can specify the angle of rotation at which it will search for the rotated specified patterns. So the bigger the angle, the more time it takes for the function to find our matches. So let's go to the plus minus 180 degrees, and as you can see, it finds our 2 results. So let's keep running it for other images. And that would be it. So as you can see, in all of the images, the 2 fuses with the number of 25 were found.